violating my privacy right now.
No, I am not.
I didn't give you my
You have
permission to
no
film you.
expectation of privacy.
I didn't give you my permission to film you, did I?
This clown right here thinks that in a public lobby that he has an expectation to privacy. You fucking douchebag. It's on camera, you It's on camera. Those are not fighting words. That would be Chaplinsky versus New Hampshire, 1942. See, while yours says elementary school, mine says constitutional law scholar. It's on camera. I never threatened you. Once you're done, I pick you up off the mat. You know, I'll shake your hand. I'll treat you like a gentleman.
You have no clue.
Well, let's find out. I'll give you the address. Now, they have policy that I can't film in there, but this is a state-funded public building. If you come here now and you don't uphold my rights, I'll sue you. And I'll sue him, and I'll sue him, and I'll sue the security company. This is a really nice building, that's for sure. Maricopa Downtown Justice Center. Justice court filing only. No photos or video allowed in the hallway. Yeah, that's not true. That's not true at all.
Okay. Yes, you do, and you can't film while you're in the book. You have to, you can't take that.
Oh, yeah, I can now.
No, you can't.
Badge number?
We don't really have badge numbers.
Can I see your badge here? Because I'm just going to warn you now, if you guys don't let me in here, I'm going to sue you personally.
Okay.
I'll file a lawsuit against you. He has a scope of practice called the color of law. If he works outside of the scope of practice, he violates my constitutional rights. If he does that, I'm warning him now. I will file a 1983 civil rights litigation against him personally, as well as this gentleman here who physically stopped me. I will sue them personally. You can't violate my rights. I am shaking because I got a bunch of people around me who are telling me I can't come in. What's your name and badge?
Conducting business. Are you going to give me your name?
Did you take a photo of me? Why are you hiding? Why are you Anita, that's your name? What's your last name? She took a photo of me. I want to FOIA that. What's your name and badge number, sir? Are you going to hide your name and badge number? Because I don't see your badge now all of a sudden.
I don't have badge.
Is it Hazlitt?
Yeah.
What department are you with? The police or your sheriff?
No.
You're just security?
Yeah.
So this is where you file the complaint.
There you go. That's for you. That's yours.
I mean, look at you walking around. I mean, you can't even control what you eat, let alone control the Constitution, my friend. I mean, why don't you take control of your own life before you judge me and sigh and laugh? So when you hear that term security state, police state, this man is what represents a security state. He's over here sighing and that I would be here flexing my rights. You don't have any expectation of privacy in a public space. You have no expectation of privacy. Don't you know that? It doesn't matter if it's a court building or not. It's a publicly funded court building.
You're violating other people's privacy. You're violating my privacy right now.
No, I am not.
I didn't give you my
You have
permission to
no
film you.
expectation of privacy.
I didn't give you my permission to film you, did I?
This clown right here thinks that in a public lobby that he has an expectation to privacy. I don't need your permission. You're in a publicly funded building. You don't have any expectation of privacy, and neither does this guy here. Neither one of you do. Neither do I. Anybody can walk in here and film me as well. If I need to put my bag through the scanner, I'm more than willing to do that. If you guys want me to put my bag through the scanner and you want to scan my stuff, more than willing to be scanned here. What do you need from me? He's physically stopping me from entering into a building. He's physically stopping me. Let me ask you a question. Do you think you would physically try to stop me if you weren't in a position of authority right now? Do you think you would try to physically stop me? Oh my God, look what's happening. I'm filming people walking into a public lobby. Oh my God. Hey brother, how you doing? Good to see you. See, he understands he has no expectation of privacy. When you hear the term security state, police state, that's what this is. And if the cops don't let me in, then they hold themselves in contempt of the Constitution, which would be a 1983 civil rights violation. That's what's happening right here, right now. They're not allowed to do what they're doing. This is unconstitutional. This is against my rights. And we have, if you don't, like I said, if you don't flex your muscles, you don't get to use your muscles. You're a security guard. So you didn't swear an oath to the Constitution, not to do this job. You just signed up and they gave you a job and you make $25 an hour. But you didn't swear an oath to the Constitution. I'm asking a question here, sir. Okay.
I don't have to question. I'm not filming you. I don't have to answer anything while you're filming me.
Sir, you know what? You are absolutely correct. You don't have to answer any question I ask you. I give him that. He is correct. He doesn't have to answer any question that I ask. Dude, thousands of people are going to see you doing this. You're violating my rights. Well, I don't have any weapons on me. I'm not armed. I'm a non-violent person. So why are you stopping me from... But tell me why you're stopping me. If I'm not...
Sir, stay on that side.
No, I'm coming through, dude. You have to admit the reason you're stopping me is because I'm press. No, you have to admit that you're stopping me because I'm press. Say that on the camera, so I have a civil
You
rights.
can't come through because you're filming. And
I
you're not allowed
can't
to
come
film
through
in the
because
court.
I'm filming. That you violate my
The
rights,
press
sir.
is allowed to come in here and
You're-
film if they get permission from the court.
I don't need
which
permission.
You don't have.
I am the press, and I
Okay,
don't
well,
need
you
your
can't come in
permission.
while you're filming.
I want to come in. I
Sir,
mean,
you're not coming in
you're
while you're
physically
filming.
stopping me. I'm gonna walk in as soon as you move. You
Well,
can't
okay.
stop me from
Well,
coming into.
I guess that means I can't move.
Then don't move. But you're violating my rights right now. You need to let me go by. You need to let me go by. Dude, I would love for you to meet me at the gym, take off that gear, and see how you do. I don't think you would do very good. You'd get worked.
Don't get twisted.
Oh, see my ears, bro? I teach it. Don't
get twisted.
Don't get twisted, brother.
Don't be twisted.
Don't get twisted. Come down to the
Believe me.
gym. Come down to the gym.
I don't need to go to the gym.
Come down to the gym. Let's see how you do.
You have no clue.
I'll bet you would take like 15 seconds before you
have
were
no
done.
clue.
Before you were done. Before you were done, brother.
have
Before
no
you were
clue.
done. Before you were cooked. You'd be cooked goose, bro. You'd be cooked goose.
You have no clue.
Once you're done, I pick you up off the mat. I'll shake your hand. I'll treat you like a gentleman.
Ooh, you have no clue.
Let's find out. I'll give you the address. Why are you stopping me from entering? Why are you stopping me from entering? Why are you
You have a
stopping?
duffel bag that hasn't gone through an X-ray?
I'll put my duffel bag in the X-ray, no problem. So what do I, listen, I don't want to violate the rules that you guys have as far as security is concerned, but you can't deny my right to be press. You better grab me while you got the badge on, bro. You better grab me while you have it at the job, because you wouldn't grab me outside of that job, bro. It wouldn't last 2
Are you
seconds.
threatening me? Are
I'm
you
just
threatening me outside of my
I'm saying
job?
I would love to meet you at the gym. At the
You're
gym.
threatening me outside of my job.
Oh yeah.
Outside of my
Oh
job,
sure.
man.
Oh sure. Yeah.
If
Go.
you
It's on.
drive me,
Hey,
that's a
douchebag.
threat.
It's on camera,
It's a
douchebag.
threat.
It's on camera, douchebag. Douche. You fucking douchebag. It's on camera. You. It's on camera. Those are not fighting words. That would be Chaplinsky versus New Hampshire, 1942. See, while yours says elementary school, mine says constitutional law scholar. You're a clown, dude. It's on camera. I never threatened you. I would love for you to meet me at the gym, but don't come over here and cahoot and be like, if he comes through, we're gonna grab him. Dude,
No.
you better grab me while you got that badge on. I'm not gonna physically challenge you, dude. Not while you got the badge on and you're working in a security capacity. I'm not gonna challenge you. But if you move, I'm walking through here. You don't have a right to stop me from walking into a public building.
Come on through.
How, I don't understand what you're doing right now. Hey, there we are. There's an officer of the law. How are you, sir?
I'm security for the county, actually.
You're security or you're an officer of the law?
Not security of the county.
Mr. Officer Smithers?
Smitherman, yeah.
Are you're security or you're a cop?
No, we're security for the county.
So you didn't pledge an oath to the Constitution?
No.
So look how cool that is. Instead of a thin blue line on his chest, he actually has a little tiny American flag, which I'm a patriot. I'm all for
Outstanding.
America. I'm all for the United States, brother. Thank
That's
you so
awesome.
much. What's your name anyway, sir?
My name's Brian.
Brian
Yep.
Smitherman.
Yep.
I came in here to do my business that I have to do here.
Okay.
And when I came in here to do business, I got to the gate and they said I couldn't come in because I'm filming, which is a violation of my First Amendment right in a state-funded, publicly funded building. They keep on blocking my entrance. They keep on blocking.
Well, they are in charge of this right here. So once Phoenix get here,
They're not in charge of my
figure it out.
rights.
No, they're in charge of this area right here. This is part of the judicial
I
system.
agree to go through the security screening. I agree to go through the screening. What's the name of your security company?
I gave you the documentation, sir.
Judicial Branch Security Department. That's the name of it. Judicial Branch Security Department. You have a right to film because it's called press. You are the press. And the reason why the press statute is so large and so wide-reaching is because you have a right to film.
This is a public lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you guys are being correct.
Whatever they dictate.
No, they don't dictate anything. That's not how it works, friend. You use the wrong word.
Yeah, they're for security, so.
No, but the word dictate, the court doesn't dictate anything. The court is bound by the Constitution.
He's good in here, so.
No, wait, officer. I need to go in there. Are you a police officer?
No, we're not, man. We're for
Oh,
security.
okay, you're security.
Yeah, we're for
Okay.
security.
I need an actual police officer who's gonna let me go and film.
Yeah, they're in the round, yeah.
I heard you, Brian, but I'm a little ticked off at these guys who've literally physically stopped me from using my constitutional rights. They've stopped me from using my rights. Yeah, so you're filming me right now.
No, I'm not.
We're not filming you.
Right, but
No, yo.
are there cameras filming me right now?
I'm sure that.
I'm sure there is.
Okay,
yeah.
so there's cameras filming me right now, but for some reason, I'm not allowed to film inside of a public building. It's just incredible. It's just incredible. And every time if I go to walk through, this guy right here is gonna jump in my way and they're gonna physically block me. Do you see that? They physically block me, and they've said straight up, the reason they physically block me is because I'm filming. You're violating my rights, dude. You're violating, and you won't understand until you get served paperwork. Each and every American watching this should piss you off. They don't have a right to do this. When you hear the term security state, police state, this is what a security state means. When the security has set up apparatuses that deny you your constitutional rights. Okay. He doesn't have to wear a mask either. You can't enforce a mandate. It's against the law. You can't enforce a policy. You guys don't understand. There's law enforcement and policy enforcement. You guys cannot enforce a policy in a state-funded public building. And the courts don't make the laws. The courts follow the constitutionality of law. Isn't there a judge here you can grab and ask her and say, hey, look, are we opening ourselves up to civil litigation? Yes or no? Are we violating this man's constitutional rights? Yes or no? He's literally frustrated that I'm here flexing my rights. What are you frustrated about? That you're being a tyrant?
I'm not frustrated at all.
You're over here sighing and walking back and What's your problem?
Come on through, man.
See, she's in a public building. She has no expectation of privacy. Nobody does in a public building. This is what a security state, police state means. So now you know, when you hear the term security state, this is what a security state means. Make sure you tell everybody. This is what a security state means. When the security has set up apparatus to deny you your civil rights.
Thank you.
The security has set up apparatuses to deny me my rights, and I will not tolerate it. I will not tolerate it. And if they trespass me without making sure that they go through the due process to make sure that they don't talk to a city attorney or to someone here that understands the Constitution, they're gonna get sued. They're gonna get sued. You can't trespass me from a public building. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. You're gonna stop me. I'm not gonna challenge you physically while you're on the job here. I'm not gonna physically challenge you, just so you know. I just wanna let you know that, because there's thousands of people who are watching. I'm just gonna let you know, I'm not gonna physically challenge you. I've stepped here to try to pass. You've impeded my way. I will stop now to keep the peace. Is that respectful enough for you?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I'm not gonna attack you, dude. Why would I do that? But I just want you to notice that you're literally stopping me. If I come here and I try to walk through right here, he physically stops me again.
Because I have to stop you here. You're evading the security process.
Well, then scan my bag and scan me.
You have to turn your phone off.
For why?
You're not allowed to film in the court.
No, that's wrong. You don't understand, when you say that, you open yourself up to civil litigation, you personally.
I gave you the documentation.
I don't care what the documentation says.
Read the documentation.
No one's challenged it before, and that's what I'm doing here. I'm here to challenge that document.
File a lawsuit. Hire an attorney and file a lawsuit.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm
Then
waiting.
do it. Then stop talking about it and do it. Go hire an attorney and file a lawsuit, but stop talking about it.
Are you on the citizen side of freedom, or are you on the...
I'm on you doing what you say you're going to do, which is to actually file a complaint.
I'm going to,
You will
brother.
not do it. No, you won't. All you guys say you will, and you never.
Really? Really? What does that say back there? What's that say?
Yeah, you have a shirt that says it, but you're actually. I can get a shirt that says it. I can go to Kinko's and get a shirt that says it.
Go watch my channel, brother. You'll find out.
If I watch your channel, that would mean that I agree with you being a jackass.
Oh, I'm a jackass?
Yeah.
I'm here for your rights.
You are.
I'm here for your rights.
Right. So why don't you file a complaint? Actually put the
I have to
police-
wait for the police to get here to file a complaint against the police department
But
for
when are you
violating...
going to actually sue somebody instead of talking about suing somebody?
Dude, I'm suing 7 people right now.
What's your case? What case number is it? What's your name?
I need to
Where can
answer.
where
I need
can
to. I
find
need to
it?
answer to you.
Where
Look,
can I find
delete
it?
Lawz. DeLetelawz. You can watch the cases play
I
out in
wanna
court.
watch them. I
No,
want.
they're right here, Captain. They're right here,
I
Captain
wanna look them
Sabaho.
up, though.
DeLetelawz.
Okay, so if I go to the Secretary of State and look it up, I'm going to see pleadings.
Go
from
ahead,
you.
dude. Go ahead.
I'm going to see them
Go
or
ahead.
I'm not.
Go ahead.
Not go ahead. Are they actually there?
Just
Simple
watch the
question.
channel, bro.
Yeah, exactly. So you didn't even file anything.
Oh, I didn't? Are you sure?
I just asked you if you did, and you won't say that you did.
Of course, I'm suing 7 people.
Okay.
7 different entities.
If I look them up, are they going to be in there? Yes or no?
Sure.
Is that a yes or is that a no?
That's a yes.
You won't even answer.
And whose rights am I here for? Yours or mine or both of ours?
You're here to get attention. You're actually
I'm here to get
not saying
attention. That's why I do this. You have citizens who are unhappy that I'm here for their rights. For their rights. That I'm here for their rights. I'm here for that clown's rights, and he wants to take the side of the security state, police state. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You see, this is the same thing that happened in Prohibition with the Volstead Act in 1920. The citizens of America enforced a mandate by getting the legislature to override Woodrow Wilson's veto by 2/3 of a vote. Did you know that? Woodrow Wilson actually vetoed Prohibition in 1919, and then Congress overrode his veto in 1920. So that means the citizens of America wanted their elected body to force a mandate, and as you all know, the mandate of 1920 created the prison industrial complex that we live in today. The prison industrial complex that we live in today was created from Prohibition. From a mandate. From a mandate. You guys reach over and hit your like button. Reach over and hit your thumbs up button. I'd like an actual police officer who's sworn an oath to the Constitution to allow me to enter into this building that is a publicly funded building. You don't have a right to not let me enter into a publicly funded building. Do you guys want to wand me down so you can know I don't have any weapons on me? So that I can enter into the building and do my business and leave?
Sir, you can enter the building as long as you're not filming.
See, that's a violation of my constitutional rights, dude. Don't you understand that? How long do I have to stand out here? I just want to enter into the...
As long as you choose to stand out there, that's up to you.
You're physically blocking me from entering. I don't understand why.
Put your phone down and turn it off. Put it through the machine. You can't even walk in here with a phone in your hand.
I'll put my phone through the machine. You want me to put my bag and my phone through the machine? That's no problem. I don't mind putting my bag and my phone through the machine. Why can't I be recorded?
I just told you, your phone has to be turned off.
So my First Amendment ends at the courthouse. My First Amendment shouldn't end when I get to a courthouse. That's the problem. And this isn't even a federal building, this is a state building. And before I came here, I looked up that this is a state-funded building. Do you understand that? Do you guys understand you're working against the people? Is there anybody here who knows the law? Is anybody here who knows the law? I'm in a courthouse. There should be a judge here that knows the law. As a matter of fact, a different guy in Arizona, you're allowed to film in the courtroom, actually in the courtroom. I'm more than willing to put my bag through, but I'd like to come in now and get my business done, and then I'd like to leave. Can I please just walk through and get my business done?
Not while you're
Turn
recording.
your phone off, put it in the bag.
That is not how it works. I don't have to turn my phone off. Can one of you guys call the Phoenix Police Department? Someone call the police department, and I believe, what's the address down here? 425, where are we at? We're at the, I showed you guys the name of the building when I came in. Someone get the police here so that someone can actually, who's sworn an oath to the Constitution, will actually let me walk in here and film. Because if the cops come here and they trespass me and they don't let me film, then you will see me file a lawsuit against the city of Phoenix. Because you cannot violate my constitutional rights. That is not how this works. Has anybody else tried to film in here before? Now this gentleman moved over to this one. That guy left, and so I went to that one. So I go over to this one, and I just want to walk through. And now this gentleman impeded my way again.
I'm not impeding your way.
I can't
You're
walk through
coming
you, dude. I can't walk through
You're
you.
in a security checkpoint. You can't walk through with a bag that hasn't cleared security, and your phone has to go through.
I'm more than willing to put my bag through
You
security.
have to put your phone in there as well.
Dude, you can't block my way. You can't impede my rights. You're physically impeding my rights right now.
You're physically trying to violate security procedures.
Violate security procedures over my rights? Is that what you're saying? That your security procedures are more important than my rights? Dude, I'm more than willing to put my bag through security. You have to let me go through, man. Do you understand that? You have to let me in. You can't block my way. You guys are physically blocking me. You're physically in the way of me entering into a building. I don't understand. I don't understand how this is legal. I don't understand. I'm more than willing to go through a security check. I'm not gonna body into you, dude. If you impede my rights, you're gonna impede my rights. I can't make you get out of the way. I can't physically touch you, dude. What you're doing is illegal. You understand? That's his name tag right there. You understand that what you're doing is violating my constitutional rights. I want you to understand that. I want you to understand what you guys are doing. Every time I go to a new entrance, they impede my way from entering, and I'm not gonna physically run into anybody. I mean, unless they wanna come down to the gym, in a proper setting, in a proper venue, instead of walking around sighing and breathing hard, Guy couldn't run a mile. He wants to tell me he can take me on. If I had you do 4 wind sprints, you would fall on the ground choking. Clown. See, I'm not here to film people. I don't want to be rude to any person. I'm just here to do my business here in the publicly funded state building, and they're denying me my rights. They're literally colluding together at the front and blocking me from entering. He just pushed me. I'm just trying to walk through. That's all I'm doing. I'm not putting my fists up to you. I'm just trying to walk through. He's literally physically running into me. He's stopping me physically from entering. You're physically in the way. I can't push you, dude. Malinovsky? Cool name, dude. Cool name. I would usually give you a fist tap because I like physical confrontations, but I can't physically have a confrontation with you because I can go to jail for touching you for battery. If I put my shoulder into him, it's battery. It's the legal definition of battery. If I physically touch him, it's the legal definition of battery. Remember that. If I put a finger on him, it's battery. If I blow on him, it could be considered battery. Remember that. Remember that. So you can't touch him. If you touch him, if I put a finger on him, that's battery. Remember that. And then you had some clown who works in the district attorney's office or as a lawyer, which by the way, they claim they have to pledge allegiance to the bar, which is the British Association. It's not even American. And the reason why you pledge allegiance to the bar is because you then pledge allegiance to something that isn't the United States Constitution. It's the British Association.
Please don't bump me.
I'm not gonna bump into you, bro. I just explained to the
all
viewers
I have to do is
that
please don't bump me.
I'm not gonna bump into you, dude. It's battery. It's literally battery if I run into you. You could press charges against me if I touch you. You could literally press charges against me for touching you. For taking a finger and putting it on you is battery. Or harassment or assault. Depends on how you see it. But you stopping me right now from entering into a building, you're violating, and you said specifically you're not letting me in because I'm filming. That's a violation of my rights. If those are actually police officers, I'd like to file a complaint right now. Because you can't violate my rights. That's not how it works. Are you guys police officers? I want to file a complaint of my constitutional rights being violated. So I need you to take a note of it because I'm going to file a lawsuit. Did you pledge allegiance to the Constitution? Okay, then I need you to let me in the building so I can do my business.
Well, I can't let you in someplace.
Yes, you
I'm not in
can.
control of your building.
Oh, yes, you are. You pledge allegiance to the Constitution. That is a security stand. That is not my constitutional rights. You pledged allegiance to the Constitution, sir, meaning that you have to let me in.
Well, I've never done that before. So
Well, then, can I get your name and badge number?
Officer McCarthy.
McCarthy. I'll be nice to you if you're nice to me. Okay. I won't be mean to you, McCarthy. Okay. I
But
mean,
as far as letting you into the building, I can't let you in.
but that's incorrect. I don't care if it's a county building, a state building, a federal building. I have a right to walk in and use my First Amendment right to be pressed in any publicly funded building in America. And I'm here to flex my rights. That's what I'm doing. And I want to and I need a supervisor here so that, because I'm going to have to sue you too if you don't uphold the Constitution. You're working outside of the scope of law if you don't uphold your oath to the Constitution. I'm telling you, McCarthy, you seem like a nice guy. I don't want to sue you, but I'm going to file a lawsuit here if I don't get to get in that building. I mean, this is what I do for a living. This is what I do. If you guys don't let me access in this building today,
What's your reason to be in the building?
I have business to do here. So if I have business to do here,
He wants a supervisor over here.
I need a supervisor here. Can I get your name and badge number, sir? Officer Bush. So you're recording me right now.
Yeah.
Are you guys body cams on? Can you make sure your body cam's on? And when you walk in this building, you're allowed to film, but I'm not allowed to film?
No, we can't. There's a lot of places we're not allowed to film either.
Right. But the thing is you guys have to understand, if you don't uphold my constitutional rights, you're working outside of the scope of law, meaning that you hold yourself up to personal civil litigation. And once
Even if you were getting in the building, you're probably right. You're probably got the supervisor's approval or our supervisor to go in there.
I don't need approval to walk into a state-funded building, gentlemen. Well, because I have to make sure that I go up the chain of command before I file civil litigation, which is what I'll do next. I mean, I'm telling you guys, Mr. Bush and Mr. McCarthy, you guys will be listed in that civil litigation. And that works outside of the color of law, meaning that even if there is qualified immunity in Arizona, which I don't think there is anymore, you guys are working outside of the scope, meaning you're personally liable. And you can have a department that pays for your lawyer, but the process of it, and eventually it ends up on your jacket. And then that affects your overtime and that affects your pension. And you guys seem like, I mean, nice guys right now. So I don't want to do that to you. What I'd like you to do is get a supervisor here, allow me to enter the building, conduct my business.
But we don't control this building, so I don't know why
You
you're asking us to enter the building.
No, you have
don't have control on
that's a
this
security guard. You have a right to go over there and tell him
No, we
this
don't
man
have
has a
right
First
to go
Amendment.
over and tell him to
You're not the law?
disregard- Oh, not over that building.
This is a state-funded publicly building, bro.
Okay, it's not my building.
You guys are law enforcers. You're not policy enforcers. I'm trying to help you guys here. You've never met anybody like me. I'm trying to help
No,
you.
we have.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Really? Have you been sued yet for the 1983? Have you had civil litigation filed against you under 1983? Then you've never met anybody like me, buddy. Not even once ever. Because you don't understand the depths I'm going to go here. But I'm telling you, Mr. Bush, you've never met anybody like me, buddy. This is your first time. And you're going to find out when you have to go to court for a 1983 civil rights violation. You are not upholding the Constitution. You are dishonoring your oath that you made. This is a big mistake. I'm giving you plenty of warning right now. You need to get a supervisor here. Of course I'm upset. My constitutional rights are being violated, and you guys who have sworn an oath to the Constitution are not upholding them. I am upset. He just told me he doesn't have to uphold his oath to the Constitution. Yes, it is. It's your job to uphold the Constitution. Let me explain it to you. The reason why police are here is to uphold the social contract. Do you know what that is? What you do is you make sure that my rights are protected. That's what your job is to protect my rights. You're not here to be a law enforcer. That's a backwards
That is
policy.
not my building.
Yes, you are in charge of this building.
I am not in charge of this
Yes,
building.
you are.
I am not in charge
Yes,
of this
you
building.
are.
Whatever you think.
Your
I am not
job
in
is to
charge of this
uphold my rights under the
So-
social contract. That's why there's police here. Your job is to not enforce policy. You're working outside of the scope of law. It opens you up to civil litigation personally. You have no idea what you're biting off right now. It'll affect the rest of your career, sir. I highly recommend you go in there and tell security guards, this is unconstitutional. I've sworn an oath to the Constitution. Let this man in. Yeah, I'm gonna get your boss on the phone because this is gonna cost the city lots of money. You've never met anybody like me, Mr. Bush. You're gonna find out that. It's like talking to a child. He doesn't even know what his job is. His job is to uphold the social contract. His job is not to enforce laws. That's a backwards notion that was created in the 80s. It is not his job to enforce laws. His job is to uphold the social contract. The social contract that I agree to be a law-abiding citizen if he upholds my rights. That's what his job is. I mean, you guys do understand the social contract, don't you? The social contract is the prophylactic over natural law. Natural law would mean I can do anything I want to you because I'm a free human being. The prophylactic over natural law is the social contract that says I'll agree to live under a set of laws and not be a Neanderthal as long as the government upholds my rights. That's what police are for, to uphold my rights. They're not here to enforce laws on me. I'm a passionate constitutionalist. There's natural law, meaning that I'm free, I could do anything I want. Now, I agree to live under a set of laws if you two gentlemen uphold my rights. I don't go in there and smash that desk and beat everybody up and say, I'll do what I want because I agree to live under a series of laws. I've agreed to that. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I won't violate your rights just like I don't want you to violate mine. I won't physically touch you because that's against the law, right?
Right.
Your job is to uphold my rights. That's what your functionality is. That's what you're supposed to do. That's your functionality, is to protect my rights, not to enforce laws on me. Your job is not a law enforcer. Your job is to uphold the social contract. Do you not understand that? Or have they drummed it out of you guys in the academy? Your job is to ensure my rights. Your job is not to enforce laws. Mr. Bush just said he can't. You should go in there now and tell the security, this is unconstitutional. This man's gonna have a...
Talk to my supervisors, please.
No, but you have the right. You swore an oath to the Constitution, Mr. McCarthy. You swore the oath. You are the law on the scene now. What if there was no supervisor? Do you forget what your job is? Your job is to uphold my rights. That's why you're here. I insisted they called you, not them. You're supposed to uphold my rights.
What is it you want to do in there?
I want to do my business. I came here to do my poster right here. I came here to do my business.
Why did they tell you?
They told me I couldn't come in because I was filming. My First Amendment doesn't end at a courthouse. Your job is to uphold my First Amendment right. Then do it. You go in there and say, this is unconstitutional. He has every right to film in here. That's what you're supposed to do right now. That's why I insisted they called the police. Then do it. I would like for you to do it, Mr. McCarthy. I'd like for you to walk in there and say,
You
this
didn't
is...
like our answer, so you won't have to.
So you told me no, that you won't uphold my rights? Sir, that is their policy. Are you a law enforcer? Okay, their policy...
You don't control that building.
Control...
My job is not to control who they let in.
No, your job is to protect my rights. That's literally your job. That's why we have police.
Our job is to protect everybody's rights.
Right,
Not
but
just your rights,
right,
everybody.
right. I agree with you.
So there's people going in there
Right.
to do business.
Who have no expectation of privacy in a
No,
public
they
area.
do.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Well, that's your opinion.
No, that's not an opinion. That's a fact. That's why I can sue you. That's why you'll be listed on the lawsuit and you'll be listed on the lawsuit. I'm trying to help you guys, man. You should go in here and just do the right thing right now. That's what you should do. Or you guys are going to face for the first time, Mr. Bush, you met plenty of people like me, you're going to face a 1983. And I don't know, you don't know if that is or not, but you might want to look into it. It's a civil rights violation. No, the name of my channel is called Delete Lawz.
Delete Lawz.
Delete Lawz with a Z. I'm suing a lot of people. I'm suing you guys next if you don't uphold my rights. If you don't use, give me a simple example. If you do sprints every day, then you can do more and more and more and you're physically fit. If you don't do sprints every day, then you lose that ability. If we don't flex our rights, we lose our rights. And right now, Mr. Bush over here has lost focus of what his job is. You have a camera, there's cameras all through here. How come you guys can film me, but you won't uphold my rights to be free press?
We're not saying you can't film, we're just saying we just can't let you in the building. That's it.
Yes, you can. You have pledged an allegiance to the Constitution to protect my rights. If you don't protect my rights, you are not doing your job.
Now we'll be sued.
Yeah, you'll be listed on the lawsuit. It'll be against the city of Phoenix et al. You'll be listed, and those guys will be listed. The security company will be listed. It's called ETALL. That means accept all. Etc. is what it means. Just like in the slaughterhouse cases of 1873, it wasn't against the Slaughterhouse Association, it was et al. There are people depending on you guys to uphold our rights. Are you going to enforce mandates next? Do you arrest people for not wearing a mask? They tried to tell the guy going in there they had to put a mask on.
But for you to do that would have to my supervisor to talk to their supervisor while you do that.
Did you hear he just said he needs his supervisor to talk to their supervisor for my rights?
Speak to a supervisor.
You didn't walk in and tell them, move out of the way, he has a right to film.
Speak to the supervisor.
Okay, so that means you no longer have an oath to the Constitution because I requested a supervisor?
I'm just going off what you requested.
Okay, you can walk in there right now and say, this man has a First Amendment right here, please let him go through. And that's what we should be doing.
I know you think they have the authority to do that, but
You do.
It probably wouldn't happen even if it went in.
The security guards would tell a law officer that they're not gonna let him do what he wants?
Probably.
You think I can tell you that? If I told you I'm gonna go ride your bike, what would you say? You're under arrest. That guy not upholding.
You said it? No, I didn't say you said it. A lot of people say they're gonna do it. If you did it, you try to steal it, and that's a difference.
Everybody knows me. I won't break the law. I won't break the law. In any way, shape, or form. I won't. I'm for law and order.
Let's overturn Terry.
Terry versus Ohio, which what most cops do is a Terry stop. The tip of the spear of the police state, prison state is from Terry versus Ohio. I started teaching in 2021 and I haven't stopped. And the thing is that the reason why people follow what I do is because I follow through and I file civil litigation. That's what I do. I'm not just some YouTuber, I'm actually highly educated. It just shows the people that he's passed the bar. Even if I don't take the bar card, it still means that I passed the bar, which makes it legal for me to practice law. And then I can give people legal advice who hit me up and ask me for legal advice. But you guys should right now. You should walk in there right now.
I want to say the call was completely different, wasn't it?
Oh, what'd they say on the call?
It was a female.
They said it was a female, not me.
I think it was a male.
Was it? I didn't say that. Did you have a different shirt?
No, I've worn the same shirt the whole time. I mean, I'm very upfront with people. I'm very upfront. Hey, how you doing? What's your name, badge number?
Jason Smith.
Mr. Smith, how you doing? How you doing? I'll be respectful to you if you're respectful to me.
And what was your name?
Chille. My name's Chille. The name of my channel is Delete Lawz.
Okay.
You guys, I have no problem identifying myself to you. No problem. That's not why I'm here. I'm here to flex my rights. I'm here to film in that lobby, and I have every right to do that. That's my constitutional right. My constitutional. Let me finish, Mr. Smith, before you say anything, because I don't want you to be listed on the civil litigation for 1983. If you don't let me in, then yes, you are going to be sued. And this is what I do for a living. I do it all the time. I came here to flex my rights. That's why I'm here. I have business to do inside of there. I brought my bag with me to do the business I have. But Mr. Smith, your job is to enforce my rights. You're not a law enforcer. That's some shit from the 80s. You're here to enforce my rights. Now, they have policy that I can't film in there, but this is a state-funded public building. If you come here now and you don't uphold my rights, I'll sue you. And I'll sue him, and I'll sue him, and I'll sue the security company. And that's what will happen next. So you
have every right to do that, but they told you you can't be here, and you can't be on the premises.
So are you trespassing me?
I'm not trespassing you. I'm saying
Then I'm not leaving.
For trespassing.
Oh, you'll arrest me.
Yes. We
Oh,
will
if I don't
arrest
leave.
you.
So under threat of arrest,
You're now committing a crime if you don't leave.
Oh, so you're not going to uphold my rights?
I'm telling you to leave because
Yeah,
they've
listen.
instructed you to leave. That's all.
Right, but you're enforcing a policy and not my
Sir,
rights, sir. I'm just having a conversation with you.
I'm telling
You got
you
here
to
for
leave.
10 seconds and now,
Walk over here, so you're off the property. And then you walk on the property.
so you're making me leave the property. I want a matter of record. I'm not willingly walking off. He's telling me if I don't leave that he's going to arrest me. And so as a man of law and order who respects the social contract and the rule of law, I'm going to do what he tells me to, because if I don't do what he tells me, he's going to arrest me. That's what he just said. Instead of upholding my rights and going against their policy, he's told me he will arrest me. So I'm gonna throw this plastic bottle away right here. All right, X Factor, get the litigation ready. That's our next step. Okay, are you sure you wanna do this?
Yes, 100%.
My phone rang, I'm sorry. So this is Sergeant Jason Smith, badge 08018. 80. So you're making me leave under threat of arrest.
Again, for the third time.
I just want to be clear, dude. When it goes to court, I want to make sure everybody knows.
Yes.
Can I get your business card, please, sir? Anybody got a business card I can have with me?
You have it on video.
I got it on video, but I like to have the documentation. I like to put it on the.
Let's walk this way.
Sure, sure. He's told me that if I don't follow his orders, he will arrest me. I mean, you understand what you're doing, right? You're violating your oath to the Constitution. You understand what you're doing right now.
I understand you're trespassing if you don't leave.
I'm trespassing in a public building where I haven't deserved the peace.
You were asked to leave.
But
That's it.
they don't
Now
have
you're
the
not
right.
Trespassing. There
They
you
don't
go.
have the right to tell me to leave.
I'm not here to debate, sir. I'm here to get you off the property and
No,
get off the property.
Let me correct you, sir.
You don't.
Your job is to uphold the social contract. That's your job.
My job
I'm
is to
sorry that
keep the
you've become a
peace.
tyrant.
Thank you.
No, you're a tyrant, dude. You're an absolute tyrant. You are an absolute tyrant. I'm standing right here. Here we go. Yes. Yes. Your job is to uphold my rights. That's what your job is.
Right. So just so you know, if you come back on this property, you'll be arrested.
I got you under threat. Listen, I told you from the beginning, Mr. Bush.
We're just telling you,
I'm
they
for
want
law
you
and
to
order.
leave,
I'm
and
for
we're
law and order.
asking you to
You
leave.
guys are
So
working
if you
under the
come
color
back,
of law. You've
you'll
told
be
me.
arrested.
You've told me under the color of law that you will arrest me for
Yes.
using my constitutional rights. That's what you said. No,
That's the
your
way you're
job is to
interpreting it.
uphold my rights,
Yeah.
and instead you've decided to be a tyrant. And you've decided to be a tyrant. And that man is definitely a tyrant.
So
you understand what that means?
you
You're
need
not
to
working
leave.
under the Constitution. I'm not on their property any longer.
If you go back on there and they call us back, you'll go to jail.
I'm
So-
standing right here, aren't I?
Right.
I mean,
Have a good day.
didn't you park your motorcycle on a sidewalk here, brother? Is this law and order? If I did this, what would happen to me? You mean you can't park right there, or you can't park right there? I mean, Mr. Bush, do you understand?
All right. Have a good day.
Do you understand, Mr. Bush, what you've done?
Yeah, I understand that you're trespassing.
I'm trespassing on a state building. I mean, just tyrants. And this guy's he's got supervisor on the side of his truck. I'm sorry this is gonna happen to you, dude. I'm sorry you're gonna have to face this. They believe that what they've done is righteous. That cop walked up there, I explained to him what his job was, and he violated my constitutional rights. That's what just happened. That's what just happened. You guys watch it. You guys, everybody reach down and hit your like button real quick. Just hit your like button, just so more people will see this video when it comes out. Just reach down and hit your like button, please. Everybody hit the like button if you would, pretty please, with cherries and sugar on top. It'll only take you a second, but then we'll get it. If this doesn't absolutely and totally and completely piss you off, then you don't love America. You don't love what America stands for. You don't understand the social contract. You don't understand the rule of law. The rule of law is to be upheld by the 2-3 tyrants that came here. I am a law-abiding citizen. The rule of law is supposed to be upheld. They're supposed to uphold the rule of law here, and they did not. There's another public building right around the corner. I'm going over there. I am not going to be denied my First Amendment right to be press. There's another building right around the corner. I'm heading over there right now. I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, please. Make sure you share the content, subscribe and share. Please make sure you do that. We have to grow as fast as we possibly can. I am gonna run for the governor of California, and I'm gonna win, because this is unacceptable. This is what happens when you have tyrants in office. Tyrants. I'm going over to another public building. I'll come on in about maybe 15, 20 minutes. As soon as I get to that one, I gotta get some water. I gotta take a breath. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate it. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Later.